All right, so I should be camera on now, and I need to lower that a little bit because that camera red light is right in my eyeball. All right, so I I wasn't going to fly tonight. I was going to play the new Call of Duty, but it's taken forever to download, so I stopped the download from completing. I paused it because I think that was an issue with the stream too. Anyways, I figured I'd try to do a flight from Tallahassee to Jacksonville. I'm not going to count on Vatsim controllers, so I'm going to play around with the actual X-plane uh, ATC as well as Vatsim. So we will use the X-plane ATC in combined with Vatsim because at the moment there is controllers, but all right. Anyway, I got my passengers on there. Got the fuel set, so we will load. All right, that loaded. So now I need a flight plan. So we are doing TLH. I don't know if it's the internet that's slow or what, but Call of Duty was taking forever. 2 hours. I'm only halfway. Only halfway. Guess I can pick a runway. Doesn't really matter which. And destination is Jacksonville. Hey, Envy. Yeah, yeah, it's a late night flight. I'm gonna mess around with the X-Plane ATC just to see if it's any improved. I'm still gonna do VATSIM if the guy stays on, but I'm not counting on it. Um, just want to do a night flight in our state. I know you're in Florida as well. At least I think you are. All right, so we're gonna do a star, which is what star am I doing? The Taylor 2. So it'd be Taylor 2 via SCW, so that one's correct. And the runway, I want ILS 14. I'm going to download the weather, and then I can go to pilot report, and that gives me all my V speeds. So VR about 120 knots or so. Go to ACARS, and I'll connect the sim. And like I said, if we don't talk to ATC on VetSim, I don't really care. I'm just gonna. I bought or actually, my wife got me Call of Duty, the new one that came out Friday for my birthday, because I used to play Call of Duty all the time. So the only reason I want it is for the single player campaign. I'm not gonna do online, multiplayer stuff like I used to do. I just want to do the campaign because it's almost like you're in an action movie yourself. So that's the only reason that she got it for me. Plus, I got it on sale. It was like 52 bucks. In fact, you can still get it for 52. All right, so truck, remove that stuff. Add the GPU. I'm going to follow the flight plan on VATSIM because we still have some ATC, but I'm not counting on this guy staying up late. But here's this message that's kind of funny. Welcome to the ZJX. I'm your late night go-to guy, so we will see just how late night he is. So we're going to go to VATSIM and hello, go to late night guy. So maybe that will see how long he'll stay on. 15,000 and file. Put it back to that. So that's filed. I'm not going to log in quite yet. All right. So open up that. It's weird to do night flying in this plane because I can't remember the last time I did a night flight with this one. The wife is out with friends tonight, so that's the other reason I'm doing this. Usually we would watch, I would rent a movie or something on the weekend. We would watch a movie on we have a theater room upstairs. It's really nice theater room. All right. See if I can get some batteries. So we go battery, battery, external power, main inverter, avionics, nav, seat belts. Let's turn that on and we'll bring that up. And we got a dome light. Put on the left battery. And we'll come back here to the flight attendant panel. Bring up some lighting. This is a custom Tallahassee. This is freeware off the org. Requires about 13 libraries, but it's actually really nice. See? Plus I got ortho for the state of Florida, so this is actually a really nice airport. But we're doing night flight. Bring up all these lights. I saw your post, Envy. You flew around Boston the other day. Yeah, they're really good. I agree with you. They're really good controllers. And let's get the throttle set up for start. Bring that down there. Turn on the gippus. Bring up our volume controls. And is this thing working? Yep. All right, so Tallahassee. Excellent. Yeah, they really are. The one guy that I think it's MSP. What is MSP? Minneapolis. There's like a center that's just as good as the Boston guys, and I like flying when he's online. I can't remember his name though. Tallahassee, ATIS 119.45. Oh, you know what? It's not going to work. Actually, it will right now because I'm not logged in. Although it might block it. 119.45. Yeah, that's the thing with X-Pilot. It blocks the ATIS, the X-plane ATIS. So altimeter's 2986 because I have a weather injector. 2986. Field elevation's 83, so that matches. And I guess I can get my clearance. Let me see if I can connect. Oh yeah, I'm not gonna have. I can't do clearance until I have the plane running off the external power. Doesn't work with this. All right, so I'll enter in the flight plan. I'll do that after. All right, let's close up the plane now. Everybody is boarded, I think. Yes. Da, da, da. Close up luggage compartment. Turn the handle. Let's check all door lights. They're all extinguished. And we'll come up here and we'll do beacon light on. Clear to start. So we'll go ahead and crank over number 2. I need to reset the right gen. All right generator is reset, voltmeter is moved. We can disconnect external power and truck. Remove the GPU. Wait for the light to go out and we'll start engine 1. All right, now it's showing I'm connected to the network. You have to have actual engine generator to provide power to the radios for this plane to work on Vatsim. All right, let's reset the left gen, go around the world, wait for that to bounce up. Anytime, anytime, anytime. Here we go. Reset the bleeds. Turn on the recert fans. Remove. Turn on the, oh, I should have turned the avionics off. That's okay. And now we'll get the clearance. So Jacksonville center is, let me zoom in to him. Actually, I have, where's it at? VATSPY. So 124.77. So we'll get our clearance. It's 124.77. There's another trick I learned too. The if I'm on Pilot Edge and then I try to go straight from Pilot Edge to Vatsim using the
turn right heading 150, just want to maintain 5,000.
Wow, that's loud. It's really loud.
JCAR 765, terminal clear direct the Savannah, clear direct the Columbia VOR.
But
Charlie
anyway,
Alpha
it will
covers
not
navigation.
allow the push to talk to work if I go, like if I move X-Pilot out, I mean Pilot
Delta
Edge out, and then put
2462, depart
X-Pilot
the orbit,
in,
HVOR, Oscar Mike
and
November,
then if
heading
I load the
250, then descend
Airbus,
maintain
the
3000.
push to talk will not work. It was like the transmit is not even there. So the trick that works for me is that I'll load the stock Baron
Hotel Zulu, Hotel
first,
Bravo, just remain clear of the
and
class
then the
Charlie
push to
airspace,
talk will work
unless you
on the
want me to
Baron.
pick you
I'll
up
test it,
for radar services.
and then I'll disconnect, and then I'll leave the actual client on my second monitor like it's up and running, but I'll quit X-Plane and restart with the plane that I want, and then
Hotel
it
Zulu,
works.
Hotel
I
Bravo,
don't know
squawk
why it does that,
1044.
but it does that for me. Did I file? Yes,
Delta
I did.
1261, turn right heading 210. Over 786 Echo, outside park cancellation, receive 0135 Zulu, good night. Hotel Zulu, Hotel Bravo, radar contact.
This guy's busy.
3 miles northwest of the New Smyrna Beach Airport. Resume your navigation to the west. Affirmative, the Daytona Beach altimeter 29906. Delta 1261, descend to maintain 4000, intercept the runway 17 right localizer.
Let's see if I can cut in here. Good evening, Jacksonville Center, United 1399 on the ground at Tallahassee with weather, IFR Jacksonville.
United 1399, Jack Center, cleared to the Jacksonville International Airport as filed, maintain 15,000, squawk 1064.
Cleared to Jacksonville as filed, maintain 15,000, squawk 1064, United 1399.
United 1399, read back correct, runway 9er, advised ready to taxi, altimeter 2986.
Plan for 9er, 2986, and I'll let you know when ready, United 1399. Run away and 9er.
Express 112, clear direct Larry, cross Larry at maintain, flight level 340.
Let's go.
Express 112, clear direct Larry, cross Larry
Flight
at maintain,
plan,
flight level
menu.
340.
Delete flight plan. I guess there was not one there to begin with.
Express 112, clear direct Larry, cross Larry at maintain,
J,
flight level 340.
ABCD. J.
It's always nice when you guys let us know that you're leaving. Who is checking in?
X.
Air 57 Kilo, flight run, Charlie, what, flight heading 040, runway 8, clear for takeoff.
Actually, I forgot. Oh, no, I didn't. I didn't forget anything. All right, so we'll do a procedure and it'd be an arrival.
850 Kilo, micro weight, line up and wait.
And we're doing the Tay-2.
Number 850 Kilo, micro weight, line up and wait.
From that, and we'll load it. There it is.
There was somebody else checking in that was coming in over the air, I think coming into the airspace, was
VNAV
checking in, somebody got blocked.
for, I think it's 11,000.
Delta 596. Delta 596, Jack Center, say altitude. 4370. Delta 596, say altitude.
You know what? I'll finish that later.
Flight level 32.5.
So we're gonna climb to 15,000.
Somebody else checking in?
It's 15,298.
Southwest 1556, Jack Center. Clearance is on request. A little bit busy at the moment.
We
Delta
will,
1261, you're not on the localizer. Just to maintain 2,500. Let me know when you pick
reset
up the field.
the trims. Cycle the flaps.
1261, thanks. Just follow your present heading. You're lined up kind of
Leave it at
directly in the
flaps
center of the field
1.
between the runways. So just let me know when you pick up the field.
Landing altitude. What do we got?
Delta 2462, visual approach runway 7 left. Set to maintain 3,000.
Pretty sure Jacksonville is sea level. Yeah, it's 29 feet. So I'll just set the altimeter.
Southwest 1556,
Standard,
clear to Atlanta Hartsfield
29
International
and
Airport,
92.
Jaguar 6 departure that is filed, maintain flight level 340,
Good.
squawk 1076.
I don't know how
read back
these
squawk code
controllers
only.
do it. You know what I mean?
Southwest 1556, read back correct runway 17 right, advise ready to taxi, altimeter
And
2995.
Ralph, oh my God, I'll never be able to say your name. Raphael? Raphael?
Rate 5 kilo, Mike,
Raphael.
fly runway, heading runway 8, clear for takeoff.
Yeah, this dude's good. You're right.
November 75 kilos, altitude passing.
Raphael. Oh, wow. I guessed right. It's amazing.
75 kilo, resume your own navigation to the north, maintain appropriate VFR altitude. The
1064.
Jacksonville altimeter 2902.
1064.
Canadian Express 112, you back on frequency?
Let's do some pitot, window.
Delta 2462, turn left heading 160, descend to maintain 2000.
Do taxi light. And what does runway 9er look like?
Delta 1261, you got the field yet?
Alright, I see it. So he's probably going to tell me.
Delta 1261, clear visual approach runway 17 right.
I guess I'll.
Delta 1261, there's an aircraft that never called me. He's on final for, looks like 36 left or 36
Man,
right,
this guy's
opposite
busy.
direction, but the other complex, just keep an eye on that guy. He's, he's doing the Vatsim thing.
He's doing the Vatsim thing.
Delta 2462, Daytona Beach International is at your 10 o'clock and 11 miles. Report
So
the
I'm
field when you
monitoring
have it.
guard on COM 2 because they want you to.
2462, clear visual approach, runway
Vatsim
7 left.
and
There
Raphael
is
is my
Cessna
name,
172.
and Vix
He's,
is the
3,500, just kind of turning toward you.
code for your home city. Oh, that's cool.
8 miles at
That's a
your 12
good
o'clock.
idea.
Just keep an eye on him.
Totally makes sense. What's your favorite airplane, bud?
Hotel Zulu Hotel Bravo. Just remain south of the final approach course for Daytona. There's a Delta 737 at your 11 o'clock and about 900 miles inbound for 7 left. That traffic's just sitting out of 2,100 for 2,000. Delta 1261, runway 17 right, clear to land, winds 160 at 3.
All right.
Delta 1261, runway 17 right, clear to land.
My God, this guy is busy.
November 850, kilo Mike, say altitude passing. November 850, kilo Mike, say altitude passing.
I think Charlie is over here.
November 0, kilo Mike, radar contact. Resume your own navigation to the north. Maintain
think that's
appropriate
Charlie,
VFR altitude,
right?
Jacksonville altimeter 2992.
Yeah, right in front of me is Charlie.
Delta 2462, the wind's 1505, runway 7 left, clear to land.
You fly some small GA in real
Canadian
life? Oh,
Express
cool.
112, are you with me, sir?
But with XP, you love the TBM? Yeah, that is an awesome plane. I got that too.
Express 112.
My favorite
Express
plane
112,
is
in front of
the
you, sir,
Flight
cross
Factor
Lariat, maintain flight level 340.
Airbus Ultimate. That's
Read 340,
God, I don't know what's
Express
wrong.
112 had the, yard 4439, you received, boys?
But yeah, my favorite's the Airbus A320
Do you hear me now, sir?
for airliner.
Yeah, I hear you now. It's
And turboprop is my favorite
just
would
as
be
I
the
expected, that traffic's going to play games with you. He's just
King Air.
turning toward you. It's your 11 o'clock, 1,300.
King Air 350 by Airport Labs.
Times are fun on
That's
that.
my favorite turboprop twin, and then the TBM would be my favorite
FedEx 410, contact
single
Atlanta Center
turboprop.
132.907.
And my favorite GA, just piston, would be the Cessna 310 by Digital Replica. Those are my favorites. I got like 11 or something of them on my page. Jacksonville Center, United 1399 with weather at Tallahassee, rated taxi, sir.
United 1399, roger, runway 9er, taxi via, you want to go out on Charlie?
That'll be fine, United 1399.
United 1399, runway 9er, taxi via Charlie, Bravo 9er.
9er via Charlie Bravo 9er, United 1399. I could hear the guy's radar going off. His collision alarm was going off in the background because that guy he was talking about.
765, that's approved. Just report back, please. Thanks. Cactus 818, plan the visual approach runway, correction, plan the ILS runway.
But yeah, I fly
28
like a
Jacksonville.
bunch of planes, and most of my flying is during the day. I fly on pilot edge because, you know, we're guaranteed ATC during the daytime. But at night, when Vatsim's online, then I like to fly to places I don't get to fly to too much. Like I decided to do this one because
fly runway heading, climb and maintain 3000, turn, just, that's fine for now. Fly runway heading, climb and maintain 3000, vectors to final.
That's pretty cool. The strobes are bright. Gosh. You didn't buy the King Air yet? I'm thinking about it. Yeah, man, it's totally worth it. And if you have the, it comes with a default X-plane FMC. So I had the Reality XP GN something 750. So there's a mod that you can get that you download for free for the King Air. So I use that with the 750, and it's just awesome to fly with that. It's totally worth it, man. I think with the plane's like 55 bucks. But if you already have the 750, then it's a no-brainer. You definitely want that King Air. Even real pilots of the King Air say it's, you know, extremely well done. It just flies great.
More contact 122.84 Mountain 2981, thanks.
What plane do you, wait a minute, I think you might have already said. No, you said you do some small GA, so I play around with a 172.
Alright, Hotel Zulu.
Every now and then.
Okay, that's fine, sir. You're VFR, sir. You can fly wherever you want. I mean, obviously, I just don't want you flying, you know, right on my finals into Daytona, but that's fine, sir. You can just resume your own navigation. There's no traffic going to Daytona at this time. Yeah, don't worry.
I understand the VFR, but you would want to do flight following, you would think. If you're not going to do flight following, then what's the point on logging in to a network?
Roger. Turn left heading 040. This guy, I think, is just trolling you, man. He's just flying. I'm trying to get a hold of him or a hold of the supervisor, dude. I'm sorry.
Yeah, he's going to kick him from the network.
About 140 now, the Miami.
That's the other thing about, you know, Vatsim is not other controllers can kick people from the network. Where Pilot Edge, if you get a, well, you don't run into it on Pilot Edge because Pilot Edge people pay for that service. So no one's going to pay to fly on Pilot Edge. This is the ILS hold, I don't need that one.
Delta 1261, what did you want?
But no one on Pilot Edge is going to pay and then troll people, so that's another, you know, benefit to paying for a network. Although this controller sounds just as good as any Pilot Edge controller, so hats off to this dude. Do takeoff inhibit.
132.97, goodbye.
Do landing lights, strobes. Let them know we're going to take off.
Okay, sir, Delta 1261, I got it. I'm working on it. I got you.
Let's do auto coursing. How long is this runway? 8,000. So we'll do. We're heavy, so I'm gonna do 98% on the auto torque, which is CTOT. Flaps are 1. Jacksonville Center, United 1399, holding short runway 9er. Conditioner levers to max.
United 1399 after departure, fly runway heading, runway 9er, clear for takeoff, winds 120.5.
Runway heading, runway 9er, clear for takeoff, United 1399. Alright, so got our takeoff instruction.
Delta 24.
We're going to rotate about 130 knots. runway's 8,000 feet.
Negative, sir. That was for Delta 1261. I guess you
Yeah, he
misinterpreted
definitely is
the
the
call
real
sign.
deal,
Delta
Envy, no doubt.
2462, turn left heading 270
He's
and
got
vectors
probably
visual
more
approach runway
patience
7 left.
than some of the pilot edge controllers. Yeah, I think there's a difference too, you know, when controllers are paid, it becomes a job.
Yeah,
This
Delta
guy's not
1261, I did
paid,
contact
it's a
the
hobby.
supervisor, so
He
we'll just
enjoys
have
it.
to see what happens.
I think there's a difference, and I noticed that, you
I
know.
mean, the guy's just, you know, he's just going to shoot you down out of the sky, so whatever. You can log off if you want, or whatever you want to do. It's up to you.
All right, 50%. Engines are stable. Takeoff power
Yeah, Delta
is set.
1261, just maintain that heading, and I'll just vector you back to 17 right.
And runway heading is, should have set that, that's okay.
Brickyard
And
4439,
the runway lights are horrible. It's like they're not even on. All right, it's 120. Gear up. Flaps up. Do autopilot
Alright, Brickyard
on.
4439, yeah, I've just been asking if you receive voice. Squawk 1001, sir. I'm extremely busy. If you're on my frequency, you understand that I've been extremely busy, so I do apologize, but can only do so
Forgot to
much.
set the vertical
and,
speed.
Not talking to me definitely decreases your chance of getting some help. Brickyard 4439, radar contact 14 miles southwest of the Ocala
Gears
VOR.
up,
You can descend,
flaps
actually,
are
descend
up.
and maintain flight level 180, Brickyard 4439.
Climbing out at 170 knots on IAS mode. Looks like we're good, so I'm going to we bring the throttles up to 77.
GPS 1066, you back on frequency with me?
Turn off the CTOT. Come up here.
Delta 596, cross Piglet at maintain
Turn off
11,000 at
the
250 knots, reliant of altimeter 2995.
auto coursing. I should have a toggle for that light.
Delta 596, Jax.
Go ahead with Delta 596.
Delta 596, cross Piglet at maintain 11,000 at 250 knots, reliant of altimeter 2995.
Let's turn the yaw damper on.
Cross Piglet at orbit 1,000, 250 north. Altimeter 2995, Delta 596.
I'm very happy with this controller.
Wing and 8 miles, you have the field in sight.
I'm going to write down his name in my notes because he's very, very good.
Cactus 818, clear visual
Howard
approach, runway 8.
Snyder. I'm going to give him some props too on his website. A lot of times they get complaints, you know what I mean? So I like to give people props for doing a good job.
United 1399, radar contacts, altitude passing, climb and maintain 15,000.
Leaving 4,300 for 15,000 United 1399.
United 1399, clear. Are you able to direct the Taylor VOR to join the arrival?
I can, sir. Direct to Taylor VOR United 1399.
Thanks.
Jackson, 6765, back with you.
All right.
Jet card 765, thanks. Cactus 818, the wind's 170 at 4 runway 8, clear to land. Delta 2462, turn left heading 160, descend to maintain 2000. Delta 1261, there's no supervisor available, so you're just going to have to deal with this jerk.
Oh, I'm so glad I flew tonight. This is great. All right, let's do, whoops. Just gave you all.
Everybody has to feel important somehow, I guess.
All right. Yeah, well, if someone was
1261,
buzzing me
do you
like
think
a
you're going to be able to
bee,
join the localizer this time since you were unable the last time?
I would just get, I mean, he can probably get his
Alright, do you
credentials,
want the visual approach?
you would think.
Delta 2462, Daytona Beach, 10 o'clock, 12
Let's
miles.
bring back the props to 79.
2462, clear visual approach, runway 7 left.
We got,
Delta 1261, turn right, heading 090. Did you want the ILS or visual approach for 17 right?
cabin pressures, differential 2.9, so that's fine.
Delta 1261, turn right, heading 090. Let me know if you want the ILS or visual approach for 17 right.
So cruise, can turn the seatbelt off, which I think is, yeah, just no smoking is on now. Turn on some lights.
Cactus 818, are you turning back on the funnel? Roger.
This is great.
Delta 2462, Daytona, winds 150 at fire runway 7 left, clear to land.
Did anyone do cross the pond? Of course, there's only like 3 of y'all watching right now, but I saw, I was following some streamers in my recliner so I could feel like I was involved with the across the pond, but I wasn't about to try to sit at this desk for 8 hours. Back in my youth, I probably could. I used to do competitions with Call of Duty. We did, what's it called? TR, Tactical Realism. I was on a Tactical Realism,
1261, turn right, heading
what they call them, clans back in those days. I don't know what they're called now. I would assume the same. I mean, like, they have hordes or something for, like, other types of games. There's, like, clans, there's horde, I can't remember.
Brickyard 4439, turn right, heading 090.
But yeah, I used to do a bunch of Tactical Realism stuff with buddies, and that was always fun. And I could sit there for 5 hours, you know, getting up, get some lunch or something, but I could sit for long periods of time. I can't do that anymore.
Aircraft that had some trouble earlier. Brickyard 4439, playing the visual approach runway 8.
Alright, so he has me going straight to Taylor. So what does...
Delta 1261, descend to maintain 2,500, report international insight.
So Mullet, you can expect to cross at 11,000.
Delta 1261, that aircraft is sitting right on the middle of 17 right. How about we do, I'll tell you what, let's do 18 right, turn right heading 185.
Jax.
Delta 1261, plan the visual approach now, runway 18 right, that's going to be the furthest runway to your right side.
Figures.
Cactus 818, the winds 170 at 4 runway 8, clear to land.
Runway 8, clear to land, Cactus 818.
1261, descend to maintain 2,500.
Alright. Authorizing the...
This guy's good. I'm going to get this guy's name here because this guy...
That's what I was saying.
Mr. William Smith, K. Pitt, is going to get an email.
Yeah.
Yes, he did. Mr. Pitt, you can expect an email from a supervisor, sir. Thanks for playing Vatsim. Nice going.
An idiot. What an idiot.
Check Card 765, requested deviation right before the...
Alright, we're doing arrival.
Which one was that?
Taylor 2.
Check Card 765, requested deviation right.
Check our 765.
Expect 11,000 for... Oh, that's turbojet. We're not in a turbojet, we're in a turboprop. But sometimes he may use that, so we'll still set for 11,000 just to see what happens.
1261, you have the field inside?
We'll get an idea of what our top of descent looks like. Say a mile before.
1261, you have the field inside?
Mullet. 1,500 foot per minute descent, so we got 20 minutes. climbing out at 1,000 feet per minute. I'm just trying to hold the speed.
Delta 1261, do you have the field in sight?
Yep, field in sight.
Delta 1261, cleared visual approach runway 18 right.
Everything's in the green, looking good.
Delta 1261, if you want to sidestep to the left side, that's approved.
We'll just keep our 18 right.
So let me see if Jacksonville
Alright,
has
just
an
run up
ATIS.
that. That's what he wants.
There's no ATIS at Jacksonville. Oh, that's silly. See what this guy is talking about. Where's his name? His name usually pops up. Oh, he has a. Here, I'll show you what I'm looking at.
United 1227, flight level 350.
I'm looking at this.
United 1227, Jack Center, squawk 1057.
He was talking about the people at Daytona, right?
United 1227.
So the ones that are being dirtbags is it's not that guy. It's not that guy. So maybe he signed off. 'Cause I guess the one he was talking about signed off. Or a supervisor kicked him. Here we are. Ah, 1,000 feet to go. So I'll get the weather for Jacksonville, which is KJax.
1227, radar contact, 38 miles northwest of the St. Petersburg.
Winds are 170 at 4. Altimeter pressure 299.2, so sea level. Nice. Sky broken at 1,300, 10 and 25,000. So partly cloudy, basically.
Maintain 350, United 1227.
2462, left turn echo, hold short of November.
Left echo, hold short.
The only one of the other bad things, if you can say it's bad. Oh, I forgot that. I make mistakes at night.
1261 to the ramp, cross runway 18 left on Yankee, and then you can just tag to the ramp at your discretion.
Now we're clear of errors.
Cactus 818, right Alpha, then hotel to the ramp. Good night.
Right Alpha, hotel.
The only bad thing about Vatsim is you don't get like
Digital
frequency
aircraft,
changes.
Orlando International Information,
Pretty
Kilo,
much
now current, Orlando altimeter 299
stuck on the one that you're on. So the wind is 170 at 4, so I probably will request
2462,
runway
to the
14.
ramp, taxi via November, cross runway 16.
And so do
4439, turn left heading 340.
ILS 14. Airport. So the winds are 170, so 140 would be good. We'll exit here and we'll park right on this corner next to another United plane. Only reason I know that is because I flew to Jacksonville the other night.
Thank you.
It's a very nice freeware airport, Jacksonville, which you'll see soon. So 14. So we want 125.85, so I'll set that just in case he sets up ATIS. But I'm surprised he doesn't have it on. And I wish I could hear the other
Yeah, no
pilot.
worries, sir. I got friends in high places. He's gonna be banned for a while.
Nice.
Alright, sir. Awesome. Thank you very much for the subsidy.
Take care now. Brickyard 4439 is gonna
137.
maintain 7,000.
137. So we do heading, and now 137.
Jacksonville, Santa Delta 596. What can we expect for a runway?
And back to
Delta
GPS.
596, whatever the
So we're
troll
set up
picks
for an
for you is the runway
ILS.
you're gonna get. So it looks like you're gonna have some fun too. So Delta usually lands on 17s on the east side. So I can give you the ILS or visual approach on way 17 right.
Okay,
Probably
we'll
bump
take
up
17
the
right, and we'll be going in.
throttle tad. As long as I stay under 900.
He's waiting for you. He's plotting his moves.
Oh yeah, I witnessed that already.
All right, so we got a 8-minute top of descent, and we'll do a 14. Have that entered. Do a straight in.
Got it, 1399, cross mullet at maintain 11,000, Jack's altimeter 29903.
Cross mullet at maintain 11,000, 29903, United 1399.
Delta 596, depart the Piglet intersection, heading 120,
So, mullet,
and descend to
11,000.
maintain 6,000, vectors to
So he's going off the chart. Very nice, very nice.
Headed 160 and down to 6,000. Down to 596.
The 596 almost after the Piglet intersection, so after you cross Piglet, fly heading 120, then descend to maintain 6,000.
After Piglet, 120.
Delta 596, then descend to maintain 6,000.
And down to 6,000.
So I'll stick with
Brickyard
the
4439, turn left heading 300.
stick with the cruise checklist because I need to let him know
765, contact Atlanta Center 132.907.
when I leave the last assigned altitude, which is this altitude. All right, the engine just made a weird noise. Oh, I'm at 900, that's why. Let's not catch fire. No fires. Everything's still in the green. All right, so let me try to push this to 78. Someday, LES will come out with an update and the engine will be more stable. 6 minutes. Start our descent.
Brickyard 4439, descend to maintain 3,000. American 1357, you on frequency?
Not much around here. Middle of the panhandle of Florida. I live in the panhandle of Florida. I think Envy, if you're still around, I think you're in, aren't you near Petrick Air Force Base, somewhere down there? I was at Petrick Air Force Base. I did 4 years at Petrick in the Air Force. See if I can get this route to show up on my laptop. Put the Taylor 2 up as an overlay. 4 minutes. Hey, Fiver. Seeing you in a minute. What you up to, bud?
All right, Hotel Zulu, Hotel Bravo, Roger. You'd like to land on runway 11
Late
again?
night action. Yes, sir.
All right, Hotel Zulu, Hotel
Like
Bravo,
I'd,
Roger. Runway 11, clear to land.
like I'd said earlier, I keep hearing the engine making weird noise. Don't crash, don't crash, don't crash. I have a lot of things running in the background. But, so the wife
Brickyard 44,
is out with her
turn right heading
friends.
340,
So I'm
maintain
home
2000.
alone, like the movie, with the dogs. And she had bought me Call of Duty for my birthday, which was a week or so ago. But it released yesterday, the latest one. So I went to download it, and I thought it would take like maybe 30 minutes. No, 2 hours later I was like 50% download. So I ended up just pausing the download, and I'll continue it later. I paused it because my stream wasn't working too well because I was using too much bandwidth. But yeah, I'm looking forward to trying out the single player mode of that new Call of Duty. And then, but because it was taking forever, I decided to do a flight instead since I saw this guy online.
What are you gonna do?
That's good news. Brickyard 4439, Jacksonville International. Is it your
It's a
time
whopping
clock correction,
130
2 o'clock
gigs.
and 11
Yeah,
miles, and then when you pick up the field?
I think on my end was like 160 something, 167 if I remember correctly. And in fact, I had to move over some of my ortho scenery. I used my Grand Canyon HD, moved it off my SSD drive, and I put it on a HHD or HDD or whatever they're called, HHD drive. It's like a couple terabyte drive I have on it. So I moved it over there, and then I symbolic linked it back to the sim. So if I do have to go over the Grand Canyon, it'd probably have to load in because it's on an external drive. Everything else, all my other ortho is on SSD drives. I have multiple SSD drives because of all the ortho I wanted. And like I got the entire state of Florida, but you can't see it now. But anyway, so I moved it because I wanted to have Call of Duty on an SSD. So I had to make room for it because I know I needed at least I had 200 gigs available. So I moved the Grand Canyon out of it, and that was like 105 gigs or something. So then that gave me 300 gigs of free space on the SSD. So that's when I started. So I had to do all that. It took me like an hour to move 100 gigs to an external hard drive just to make room for the Call of Duty. So I'm only halfway done installing it. And like I said, I'll continue the download and /install after I'm done with this flight.
3000.
But I assume that you have it. Did you get the latest one? Do you like it?
3000, Delta 596.
I'm looking forward to doing the single player campaign mode. Kind of has a real cinematic look to it.
You're kind of running parallel to the field now. You're going to turn to approach the final.
Altimeter's 29902.
Brickyard 4439, you're flying parallel to the runway 8 final. You're not really on final for anything. Do you still have the field in sight?
I'll let him know I'm leaving in a second.
Okay, Brickyard 4439, roger. Clear visual approach runway 8, clear to land, winds 1804.
Jacksonville Center, United 1399. Just let you know I left 15,000.
United 1399, roger. Expect the visual approach runway 8 at Jacksonville.
Plan for visual runway 8 at Jacksonville, United 1399. Alright, so that will change it up a little bit. The winds are only 4 knots, so it doesn't matter if we use 8 or not. Or if we're assigned 8, it doesn't matter. So let me get the ILS for that. Well, why am I turning? Okay.
Hotel Bravo, Zulu, roger,
So we'll
to the
do
ramp, stand by, just 1 second.
approach. Do that, do that. That's 14. So we want, there we are. So we want 8. Approach. 8 has a Cat 3, that's cool.
Hotel Bravo Zulu to the ramp, taxi via
So it'd be 1
Alpha Charlie, good night.
10 7 0 7 7
You're welcome.
0 0 7 7.
Delta 596, turn right heading 150, intercept the runway 17 right localizer.
Now we're set up for 8. Do visual runway 8.
Delta 597 is 5 miles from Ellen, maintain
Seatbelts can
3000
come
until
back
establishment
on.
localizer cleared, ILS runway 17 right approach.
Let's top off our hydro.
Delta 596, maintain 3000 until established, cleared ILS runway through 17 right approach.
Can't see anything. It's like just a black hole. Let's see if there's a ATIS. I doubt it. Jacksonville has no ATIS up. It's okay. So Fiverr says, I played a little of the campaign and the stealth missions are incredible. Oh, nice. So far for me, the multiplayer is just okay. Yeah, I see. I didn't get it for multiplayer. I got it just for the campaign mode. So if you like the campaign, then that's all I mean, like, I'd be happy to hear that because that's why I got it. So what's a stealth mission? What's the difference between a campaign and a stealth mission? I guess they're both single player missions.
Hotel Zulu, Hotel Bravo, roger that, sir. Have a good night. Delta 596, wind calm, runway 17 right, clear to land.
Punch in runway 8. What runway? 8.
Jacksonville Center, November 475, Charlie Papa.
475, Charlie Papa, Jacksonville Center, good.
475, Charlie Papa. We're about 12.5 nautical miles north of St. Augustine. Request flight following to...
So the campaign encompasses all the missions. So some of the missions in the campaign are stealth missions. So it's kind of like instant action type thing if you just want to get into it.
Skyhawk
and those are really
475
good.
Charlie Papa,
So if
squawk
the stealth
1070
missions are
on
good,
ident.
then the whole campaign would be good if I'm reading
1070
this
Sky
correctly,
5 Charlie
because
Papa.
the stealth missions.
United 1399, descend and maintain 5000, Jacksonville altimeter 29903.
Descend and maintain 5,000, 29903, United 1399.
Skyhawk 5, Charlie Papa, you are radar contact 11 miles south-southeast of the Craig VOR, indicating 4,000. Got traffic at your 11 o'clock, 2 miles,
He's getting his
indicating
alarm
4,000
now.
northbound.
But anyway, so
We've got traffic. Sky
if the
5 Charlie
campaign
Papa.
missions are part of the stealth missions, and if you like the stealth missions, then my
Skyhawk 5,
plan
Charlie Papa,
is to
roger.
go through the entire
Maintain
campaign.
VFR, and what was your destination?
And I saw a
excuse me,
video
destination
on
airport?
YouTube. I didn't look at it because
Eagle
I
Mech,
knew it would be a
1 Golf
spoiler.
Alpha 0.
But it shows that he did the entire campaign from start to finish, and it
5
took
Charlie
him
Papa,
4
roger.
hours. Well, the YouTube video is 4 hours long, 4.5 hours. So I assume that it will take 4 hours total. I probably will sit down for like an hour at a time.
United 1399, descend and maintain 3000, turn right heading 150, vectors for approach.
Descend and maintain 3,000, turn heading 150, vectors for approach, United 1399. 3,000 and 150.
Jacksonville Center, Cessna Boom 25.
I hate using this. There we go.
5 Charlie Papa, Jack Center.
5 Charlie Papa.
Are you a formation flight with these two aircraft near you, or are you just going to the same destination?
Would you like us to be a formation flight, 5 Charlie Papa?
If you can get the other two to squawk standby and join my frequency, that'll work. Otherwise, I'm going to have to vector you away from them. I can't deal with this collision alert anymore.
Yeah, we do apologize about that. We'll tell them to squawk standby, and they are listening to your frequency, 5 Charlie Papa.
5 Charlie Papa, roger. I'll refer to you as 5 Charlie Papa, flight of 3.
Oh, that's why his alarm keeps going off. That makes sense. All right, let's turn on our landing lights. Seatbelts are already on. I'll turn.
United 1399, airport is at your 11 o'clock, 15 miles, report to site.
Currently in IMC, United 1399. Maybe I'll pop out and see the airport here in a moment. Let's do auto coursing back on.
Delta 596, taxi straight ahead, left hotel 4 to the right. United 1399, turn right heading 200, descend and maintain 2000, vectors ILS runway
200. Right turn heading 200. Vectors for ILS runway 8. Thank you, United 1399. Just to verify, sir, you did advise 3,000 for United 1399.
United 1399, left, or correction, right 200 and down to 2000.
Down to 2,000, United 1399, thanks. 200, so 200, so we're on 200, 200. Inch it back a little bit.
Skyhawk 5, Charlie Papa, flight of 3, local altimeter 29903.
5 Charlie Papa.
See the ground now. Anyway, the whole campaign is good so far. I was just saying I like the stealth parts of the campaign a lot.
1399, just let you know, I'm going to bring you south of the localizer and turn you back north to join it.
That'll work, United 1399.
United 1399, give me a left turn heading 040, descend and maintain 1,900.
040. Left turn heading 040, and I'm sorry, can you repeat the altitude again, United 1399?
United 1399, 1,900.
1,900, United 1399. Why? Alright. You can tell I have a fix for the bank angle with this airplane. Without that fix, and the fix is you have to have an installer prior to the version that I have. So I took an earlier version file and put it in this plane, in the whatever, I have the notes somewhere, but that's the only way you can have
United 1399,
standard
you are
turn.
4.5 miles from Dents, maintain 1,900 till established on the localizer, cleared ILS runway 8 approach.
Maintain 1,900 until established on the localizer, cleared runway 8, ILS 8 approach, United 1399. There it is. I see it now. What is the missed approach for 8? The altitude. Missed approach, climb. Climb to 1,000, then left. Climbing left turn to 3,000. Okay, I'm not gonna go missed, but I'll reset this for 3,000 anyhow.
Thanks for flying. We appreciate the traffic. Have a good night.
Slow down to flaps 2.
United 1399, wind 180 at 4, runway 8, cleared to land.
Runway 8, clear to land, United 1399. Put the gear down. Get ready for the nose wheel to re-engage that. I got 10,000 feet of runway, so I don't have to worry about getting it on the ground anytime soon. Alright. There's our seatbelt warning. Jacksonville's a busy place tonight. Crosswind 180, not much of a crosswind. Autopilot off. Ground idle. We'll exit up here on Golf. To flaps back.
Jacksonville Center, Southwest 90, ET with you, code 350.
Southwest 9018 Jacksonville Center, welcome aboard. United 1399, welcome to Jacksonville. Turn right on Alpha, left hotel to the ramp.
Right on Alpha, left on Hotel to the ramp, United 1399, thank you. Alpha is the first one. I gotta leave the runway lights on just so I can see. I'll turn the strobes off. Hotels, this next one, it'll be a straight shot into the gate from there. But yeah, I'm looking forward to checking out the Call of Duty. And I understand what you're saying about the stealth parts of the campaign. So those are like super good at like if you have like an hour to kill or something. That way it's like the mission, I guess you can actually win the mission, right? And it's been so long since I've played a first-person shooter game. It's been years. It's good. Do they still use the normal keyboard binds? The WASD used to be the walk-around keys and then the mouse for aiming. Is that still the same? I guess you could probably set up whatever you want. Anything is still the same, or everything is still the same with that? Oh, that's cool. Good deal. So I'll show you guys what Jacksonville looks like during the day, because this is, for a free airport, it's extremely well done. Controller got really quiet. Did he rage quit? Straight ahead. Where's the dome light? Here we go. Turn off the taxi light. Seat belts can come off. I'll come up here. We'll turn off avionics. The recirc fans off. Bleeds off. Unarm emergency lights. Turn off pitot. And I'll disconnect from Vatsim so I don't forget. Oh, first, before I do that, let's look around. See how many people are here.
I
There's a
apologize.
couple
Who's that
guys
going
over
on the
there.
ground at Orlando?
Yes.
Delta 768, push and starts at your discretion. Advise ready for taxi. Expect
All
runway
right, now I'm going to
17 right.
disconnect. Disconnected from Vatsim. And as I can end the flight on Project Fly. Do fuel cutoff. Batteries off. So let's check out the landing. That's funny. Made the plane go totally dark. Good flight. Enjoyed the ATC. Good night. Hey, thanks for hanging out with me tonight, Envy. I appreciate you and Fiverr and Raphael. It made my night go by quickly. So I like the replay in the passenger view. So to show you this airport, so this is like totally free. It's really, really nice. Got the cargo ramps. The terminal is just outstanding. And this is the GA ramp over there. Or actually that, I think this is that's the FBO, and that's another GA ramp too. And then these are all autogate. It's funny how small this plane is compared to that. But yeah, good time. So I guess I will continue my download now of Call of Duty. And I'll catch y'all next time. Again, thanks for the company, guys. And let me see where I'm at. I'm at Jacksonville. I'll put on some real world Jacksonville ATC for you to listen to. Looks like there's an approach, Jacksonville approach. I like to stream that. All right, y'all have a good one. Talk to y'all later. See you, bud.
JetBlue 6 and 77.
Jackson approach, tax altimeter 29904, advise the automated weather at Ocala, and approach the bus. Connection 469 quarter of Ocala, for the wireless, approaching 132 to Ocala. After completion, return to button 120, maintain 2000. 5D21, you're ready to stop the T-Lord?